Welcome to Life with Aneta podcast. Take a moment wherever you are. Let your shoulders drop, unclench your jaw. Take a slow breath in and a longer breath out. Welcome back to the podcast. Today's conversation is not about selling anything. It's about the information, awareness, and giving language to something that a lot of women they feel but they don't want to talk about. This episode is called Healing Isn't Meant to Be Done Alone. And if you're listening today, there's a reason why this message found you. We live in a culture that praises independence, strength, and resilience. And while that is good, everybody, a lot of times we do need someone to talk to. A lot of times we do need someone to go to that has different insight, different intel that can truly help us. We are always taught so often to push through, just keep going, to just handle it, to not be a burden to anybody. And a lot of times independence is very empowering, right? And people are like, yes, I'm empowered because like you got this super independence. But then it can sometimes turn into isolation, which is not always good. So what I do as a trauma-informed coach is I work with women who are functioning, whether that's working, parenting, building, just trying to survive, but their nervous systems are completely exhausted. They're emotionally overloaded. They are always in constant survival mode, even when life looks fine on the outside, right? Now that's not weakness, but that is a time where support like mine is needed to come in to help and regulate things, to help make things a lot easier. There's a difference between just coping and being supported. Coping is something that we do when we are like, okay, we don't feel safe enough to slow down. We just got to keep going, got to keep doing stuff. We don't have time to talk about feelings. We're just like, whatever, I got stuff to do. And it's like other people have life way worse. What are you talking about? Okay. And then support is something different where it creates a space for your nervous system to regulate. It allows your body to feel safe enough to rest, to process, and stabilize. It kind of helps you move forward without rushing you to heal, right? And this is where a lot of people misunderstand what coaching really is. So I did this episode today so I can kind of give you insight into what that may look like. And then if you feel like at any time after you listen to this episode, you would like to reach out to me for services, you are more than welcome to do that. You can always go to the website, calmaftercoaching.com. And I'll put the link to the website in the description so you guys can go to the website. If you would like to book a session, you are able to do that. Now, let's talk about what trauma-informed coaching really does. It doesn't fix you. It doesn't rescue you. It doesn't tell you how to live your life. What we do is basically help you to understand what's happening beneath the surface, right? With your body, your emotions, your responses to things. Because when your nervous system has been in survival mode for so long, and I'm a person who knows this all too well, logic alone, it does not create the proper change that you need. Right? And so when you go through trauma-informed coaching, which is what I offer, I help you with nervous system regulation, emotional safety, pacing instead of pressure, awareness without shame, and stability before growth, right? Because if you're not stable, how can you grow? It's not about becoming someone new. It's about feeling safe enough to be yourself again. Because a lot of times people say, well, if I go through this or I go to that and get this help, I got to become somebody new. No, it's about staying who you are, but being a healthier version of who you are, right? So that once you're regulated and you're able to function a certain way, it helps you overall in your overall being. Regulation is a lot more important than motivation, because you can get up and people can motivate you, talk to you all day. What I do is more of internal. It helps you long term, and it keeps you in a state of mind. It keeps your body in a place where you are able to function a lot better versus operating out of survival. A lot of times we struggle and we're just like, I don't know, do I really need this? And it's like, what are you supposed to be doing, right? So let me tell you guys some ways that you know that you probably should at this point enlist the help of someone like me, a trauma-informed coach. If you ever sat around and you're just like, you know what, I feel stuck. Despite me trying everything I could think of, I just still feel stuck. If you feel emotionally exhausted, but you can never rest. If you're navigating a major life transition where it was like you were used to this routine and then all of a sudden this humongous transition occurred, right? And it felt like it just kind of knocked you off your pivot and you just really couldn't get together. You feel disconnected from yourself. You have moments where it's like your body, it feels so tense and you are overwhelmed often. Needing support. And I want to put this disclaimer out there because a lot of times people have this idea as well. Needing support does not mean that anything is wrong with you. Okay. I want to say that for everybody who's listening so that you understand that it is perfectly okay to seek help. It's perfectly okay to say, you know what? Maybe I need to sit down and talk to someone. Maybe I need to sit down and just get another opinion, or maybe somebody can show me a different way from what I feel like I know, right? Now, you always want to make sure that you choose the right support, okay? Now, every coach that you run into is not going to be the right fit for you. Not every space is safe. What I create in my coaching is a safe space. And I make sure that I look at who I'm coaching and working with to create that space for them so that they feel safe, they feel seen, they feel heard, and that they feel like, you know what, this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't ever want you to feel pressured. I don't ever want you to feel unsupported. I don't ever want to make your nervous system more unregulated. That is not my job, right? I'm here to make things better for you. So if you have been listening to me for all the time I've been talking on this episode and you're just like, you know what? Maybe I have been carrying things too much by myself. Maybe I do need to reach out and talk, right? Don't ever think that you're behind. Don't ever think that you're weak, because that actually is a sign of strength when you can say, I need some help. I need someone to support me, right? We're all human. We all need different things at different times in our life, right? And you shouldn't have to heal alone. You shouldn't have to feel like you have to take everything on yourself and just try to figure it out. So what I want to say is that I hope that somebody got something out of this podcast episode. I hope it did something to help you understand a little bit more about why it's so important to reach out for support from someone like myself, a trauma-informed coach, and really get the support that's going to help you long term. It's going to help your body feel better, your mind feel better, and just help you to have an overall better life. So thank you guys for tuning in to the show. I appreciate all of you. Before I go, I'm going to have you guys to just take a second to breathe and just listen to what you hear, the sounds that are coming through the speaker wherever you are. I want you to take a deep breath in, hold it for 5 seconds, and then a deep breath out. Thank you guys once again for tuning in to Life with Aneta.